So Canvas, Introduction to Public Health. Is it week 1, week 2, or week 3? These are modules here.
3.
So these are modules. So this is week 1. So week 3. So let's see what did they say in week 3. Week 3. Where is behavioral science here? No, it's not. Are you sure it's week 3?
Behavioral.
No. Where is it? Is it here?
Behavioral science is in week 1.
Week 1. Okay.
Yes, NUROM PH 120.
Okay. I don't know about the code. All I know is about the. Okay. So here. So now they talked about combined model. So let's open this and see what we have. Behavioral science lecture. Okay. So let's see what we have. If I'm to read that, like I'm assuming that I don't know it. Remember, it's not everything I know, so I'm not assuming that I know it. So let's open it and see how we can navigate through that. Where is the things I downloaded now? This thing I've downloaded before. Okay, so Control J. Okay, so where are you? So where is it now? Which one is it now? Okay, let me just download another one. I don't have time to start searching for this thing. Let me find a topic here. Okay, I've seen Combi model. That's one. Let me open this one. Combi model 1. Now the other one is a behavioral science lecture. Let me download this one. I'll open all of them at the same time. Behavioral science lecture. Then next one is mind space. Let me download this one. So if I'm to read it, this is how I will read it. Now the last one is the last one is this week 2. Behavioral science lecture. Yeah. So download. Okay. So let's put it and read and let's see what are the possible things they might ask. Let's see. So let me open the first one, behavioral science in public health. Okay, so actually, professor. Okay, now can you see my screen?
Yes.
Good. So let's see what we can do out of this. So now I'm trying to read this. As I'm reading this now, I'm thinking about how can I apply it to my how can I apply this thing now to my topic. So I'm looking at now. Normally, every PowerPoint will have what we call the aim of the lecture. So that aim of the lecture will tell you the things that you must understand. Now they said you should gain a critical overview of behavioral science. So that's the first thing. So I need to know what is behavioral science and any debate around it. I need to understand the relevance and application of behavioral science in public health. And then I need to reflect on the role in intervention design and evaluation in public health. So let's see whether I will see anything that will help me. Why is this PowerPoint oversized now? So let's see. First challenge on the one. Yeah. identify and write on the post just one behavior. See, okay, they are still Johnson. All right, so now I've seen something that is interesting here. Are you following me? Uchenna.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Chinwe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now I've noticed that there's a reference here. So I'll keep my eye on that. Before I read it, let me check all the references and see what I will see. Because sometimes their lecture used to be boring, just like they are Johnson. So okay, good. I've seen what to read. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy all these references now. Okay, copy them out. At least I've seen one or two things you can start from. So I'll take note of the references because sometimes if you read the lecture and it doesn't make sense, then read the references, you get some things. So let's see how I approach this one. Okay, good. So the goal of behavior change is now what are the three main things I need to learn from this lecture? I need to learn an overview of behavioral science. What is behavioral science? That's number one. Have it in your mind. I need to know how does it apply to public health. And then I need to know how do we use behavioral science to design an intervention. Keep these my three things on mind though. This might be the question they will ask you in your essay. So don't be surprised tomorrow they will say, how do you use, they mention one of the principles and say, how will you use it to apply in public health or to design a program for obesity control. So as I'm scoring this PowerPoint now, I have these three things in my mind, the objectives. So look, it's very important. Did you guys hear me what I said now? Look at the objective of the PowerPoint. That's the most important part of the PowerPoint. So I have it in my mind. So everything that I'm talking OP, I don't care. What I want now is what is behavioral change? How does it apply to public health? And how can I use behavioral change to design an intervention and evaluate it? These are three questions in my mind. So I'm going to find the answers now. Now, what is so I said the goal of behavior change is to develop positive, clear steps to empower and support individuals to abandon risky behaviors. So now I can see one thing I can use for my essay. I'll just keep it somewhere. This is an important point for me. So I'll just copy it out and keep it somewhere. Let's continue. What is behavior? Now I've seen another important point here. Definition of behavior. Okay. With reference, are you seeing that I'm getting the references for me? Okay, I'm getting the references now. I'm compiling them small. Okay, so now what is behavioral science? So now these key things are the most important things that you need to know about behavioral science. Okay, behavioral science is applied at three levels. It's applied at the individual level, it's applied at a professional level, and it's applied at the community level. And I don't know what they mean by professional, but I know individual, and then I know community. So I don't know what this one.
Okay, excuse me, sir. The community you are talking about, is it about general?
Yes, for everybody, yes.
Okay.
So when you apply it at the community level, that is public health. When you apply it at the individual level, that's like the normal medical practice. The one you do counseling in the clinic. So that's medical practice. But when you start doing programs, that's community. That's public health. Okay. Now, I'm going to take note of all these ideas because now remember that these things they don't have references, right? So that means that I have to just take note of them. Then when I'm reading, I will check whether I will see any reference that is important to support them. So I'll just stop it. So let's continue. So Behavioral science in public health is not new. General approaches. Okay. What's PH6, please?
PACs.
Yes. We don't know. Okay. So now I can see that. You see how very short this thing is. Very insignificant slide, but very important. The topic said you should see how do you apply behavioral science in public health. That's one of the things you need to find out in this PowerPoint. You must find the answer. It must be hidden somewhere. So the PowerPoint is hidden. So I'm looking for it. How do I apply it? I've not seen it, but it's something that might link me to. So now I now saw this slide that doesn't make sense. I don't understand. What is this man talking here? Behavior change, general approaches, 2007. Is that PH6? So I don't know.
PHCs.
So what's the meaning of PH6? Is it
I
PH?
don't know even.
Good.
I don't know
So
even the
now,
day the woman entered inside the class. I don't know.
good. Don't worry. Calm down. I'm teaching you how to. That's why you paid for mentorship. So now I'm going to copy this now. Control C, copy. So that's why I said there's a way to read. I'm going to go to Google. I must find out what is PHCs. I don't even understand that. So I'm going to paste it in Google. Okay, I can see something now. You can see that.
Okay.
You've not changed approaches 2007. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Now I'm going to open this. So you see, I'm going to download that. Are you seeing how? So it's a scattered reading. You don't read horizontal. It's not start and finish. This is what the man is talking about. so behavioral change approaches. So actually, what they want you to know is what are the behavioral change approaches and what are the theories. So now I'm going to read this. So they will give you cues. Okay, they will not come and explain everything for you. They will give you cues. So how does it apply to public health? So you can see I've seen a document immediately that will show me. So I want to see what are the key theories here. Okay, so I want to see what are the approaches. Oh, can you see that this is where this person made their lecture from? Human behavior is defined as. Are you seeing that? So I'm getting my reference material immediately. So this is what I'm going to reference. So the PowerPoint is going to give you an idea on what to search. You don't just read this like rush. So I've gotten my first definition that I'm going to paraphrase. Okay. All right. Now, if you don't understand anything, remember that you are not supposed to use chat GPT. I know that people are using chat GPT on AI to do lectures now, but you don't use them. You don't copy and paste what they give you because the plagiarism software now has chat GPT detector. So if you use chat GPT to generate your essay, it's going to be flagged up. But I can use it to understand what this person is, what this whole paragraph is saying. So if I copy this thing now and then go to ChatGPT, just type it in Google ChatGPT. I don't understand I want to understand in a very short way. What is behavior science? Okay. So now I'm going to just use ChatGPT and see whether I can just help me to understand it. So I'm going to click on ChatGPT. I'll click on try ChatGPT. Now I'm going to log in. Watch what I'm going to do now. Continue with Google. So I want ChatGPT to explain to me what is behavioral change in a simple word. Okay. I don't want the whole complicated English. I don't understand all this stuff. So I will say I'll just paste it inside it here. So I will now say summarize the above text in 3 bullet points. Watch. I want to understand what is behavior or what is human behavior. Okay. Now, you can see, it said human behavior is a result of individual and collective action influenced by social, economic, and social factors. So now, ChatGPT has given me 3 points, but I will say make it very concise. It's too big for me. I want to just make it very. I think this is the best you can give me. Okay, so it will help me to understand what is human behavior. So I can say human behavior is as if I'm now writing my essay, I can paraphrase this, but I am not going to copy this because if you copy it, it's going to detect it. So I can say human behavior is shaped by individual and collective actions, okay, influenced by social and economic factors, producing observable patterns in society. So how do I break this down? Human behavior is as a result of what individual. That's is as a, human behavior is as a result of actions of individuals and community. That means is caused by individual behavior and is also caused by the behavior of the community as a whole. Okay. Now I can break this sentence now. I have divided it into 2. So I have like human behavior is as a result of activities of different individuals and also activities of the community as a whole. Okay, it can be caused by social. It can be caused by several factors, including social, economic, etc., etc. So now, at least I understand what this whole thing is all about. So now, I'm just giving you an idea. If you don't understand if you read something and you don't understand it, you can use ChatGPT to just break it down for you, summarize it for you. So you can see the first time I put it, it said human behavior is the outcome of individual or collective action shaped by structural and socio-economic environment. So it helped me to just summarize what that whole thing is talking about. So that's one way you can use ChatGPT. It can help you to just understand what you're reading in case you don't understand it. But don't copy it because it's going to flag out in your plagiarism. All right. So now, hello, are you still here?
Yes, I'm hearing you, sir.
Uchenna, are you tired?
I'm tired.
All right. So I'm going to stop here. So doing simple search, I've gotten one material. So I'm going to paste this material in the so I'm going to paste it here for your listing, things that you can read later. So I've gotten one material that I can use. So by the time you read this thing now, you'll be able to understand what your lecturer is talking about. Okay. So they're going to give you some cues so just so you take time and read it. So now if I get to the second one, what's the second one? So you can see that there are general approaches and then you have individual approaches. So I'm going to copy this one again. Go to Google, just put it and see. Let me see whether I will see anything. Individual approaches. Can you see that? So this is actually nice guidelines that this person just used for you. So you can download it. So I'm going to just give you the link here. Things that you can read. Okay? Then as you're reading them, you can now make your notes when you're reading them. So those are the things that you're going to be asked. So for your essay, I don't think you'll be doing referencing. You write from your head. So now you said you can use nice guidelines on alcohol, diet, and smoking. So you can search for all these things. Now look at this one. LGA changing behaviors in public health. So I'm going to copy that and then put it in Google. Look at this here. Are you seeing that? So those are the materials you need to read to improve your understanding on what is being talked about. So after reading them and you don't understand them, then you can also use ChatGPT to break it down get you to understand what you're reading. Now, what are the theories that you need to know? Good. So now you need to know what is social learning theory. So now you can see they have already given you, oh my God, they gave you the theory and they gave you the limitations. An example. Uchenna, can you see the critical writing now? Now it's not left for you to go and find the references. See, they have given you an example. Yes, this theory is good, but look at one of the limitations. So now it's not left for me to go what and go and read social learning theory. What is it? I can go to library. So if I go to my library now, I'm going to get a book on social learning theory. Go to my library, type it in summons. Just scroll down here. Where is it? Scroll down here. Where's my library now? Has it disappeared? Library. Yes, someone. Type in social learning theory. Or social cognitive theory. What is it? And how do you apply it? So is a reading that you read here, 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 and here. Okay, so I can see, so by the time you do that search, you'll be able to get, so now I can see that I'm supposed to read social learning theory. I need to read it. So all these theories now, I need to read it. So I have 4 theories that I need to read and master. So I'm going to put it down as part of the things I need to read. So these are the theories that you can use to support your arguments, okay, in future when you're writing your essay. So that is that. What do you notice? Intention, behavior gap. What else again is important in my essay? Understand the, okay. Now remember when they said that we should what? Understand the application in how do you use behavioral theories in public health. So now this diagram will tell us the why. So the theory will help us to understand the determinants of the behavior, okay, and then it will help us to understand how effective the intervention that we want to design is, and then because we have the theory that to back up our intervention, then that will help us so that anybody that uses it will also have the same result. So this slide is important because it answers one of my questions. Okay, so now he gave you some articles to read. So if I were you, I'm going to download this article here and read it in full. So type it in Google and download it, or in Summon. Sorry, use Summon. Type this one, download it. All this one is a story. Okay. Now I can see that something that's called dual process theory. I don't know what it is. Okay, so now that means I need to read around it. What is dual process theory? So this is how I map out the things to read. So all these ones now, they are just the person is just summarizing it. So you need to read it in detail. What does it mean, and how do you apply? Do you understand? So now it now says, why do we need to understand human behavior? And it gave us 3 points here. The 3 reasons why we need to understand human behavior. So now that tells me that if I'm writing my essay, anything around behavior, I need to know why do we understand human behavior. Okay, so I need to know why. So, and watch here, he gave us what? A biopsychosocial model. So you can see that there's a model here. So you have to be very attentive to your PowerPoint so that you know what to read, because public health is very, very big. It's not everything that you need to read. So look at the model I need to read here. I need to understand why is health behavior so important. Then which reference is this one? I don't know what is this. Improving health, people's health 2018. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to go to Google now and type it. I'll be able to know what it is and how it will apply to my work. Okay. Improving People's Health 2018. So that is how I read Improving People's Health 2018. Look at it here. Are you seeing it?
Yes.
Are you guys still with me? I know you're tired, but I need to round up this. So I'm leaving the links here for you. So those are the things you need to read. That's not how you read them, and then you will not be able to answer your questions. So now look at the steps. Remember, they told us how do we apply it. So look at the steps. It says to change behavior. So this slide is very important. These steps here for me is very important. So if I'm reading my textbook now or I'm reading anything, I need to understand this. Because in the exam, they may ask you, how will you change, like somebody that is addicted to smoking? I should design an intervention to get the person to stop smoking. So how will you design that in the intervention? What are the steps? So when you're reading your PowerPoint, you should ask yourself, what are the important points? It's not everything that is important. So now I know the 4 steps to change behavior, and then I know how. So that tells me how it can be applied in public health, because public health you are trying to change behavior. Okay. So because I'm trying to change behavior, this PowerPoint, this slide is very important for me. Okay. Now look at another thing again. It's asking me, what level of intervention do you want to choose? So now I can see that there are 3 levels of intervention. Are you seeing that? Individual level, community level, and population level. Now look at this. Hello, Uchenna.
No.
Uchenna, don't be tired, please. Chinwe. Chinwe,
I'm here.
are you sleeping? Are you
I'm hearing you,
Can
sir.
someone tell me something that is important in this slide? What is important in this slide? I told you that they give you cues, but they are hidden. What is the important thing in this slide? This particular slide now.
Okay, the general socioeconomic.
No, I mean this particular slide that I'm showing you now. What's the main message? I'm seeing 3 things there.
Okay, they are talking about community,
Are you not seeing
population
this?
level.
Good.
Okay.
So now it means that there are 3 levels of intervention. Where will I get the material? Did you see the material there?
I'm seeing something.
No.
What level is the intervention you have chosen intervening?
They gave you the where to get the material. Where is the material? It's inside this slide, but it's hidden. Can you see it?
Okay.
They gave you a reference. Can you see it?
Okay.
It's not okay. Can you see it? It's in a slide. It's in your face. But you just glance over it and run away.
Is it guidance for behavioral change, population, community, and individual levels? 2007.
Exactly. That is it. So you can see how hidden it is. If you don't take time, you will. So now I can see. So he said, what level of intervention have you chosen? So that means that there are 3 levels of. The main message here is that there are 3 levels of intervention. So in the SNI, they ask you to plan an intervention. You have to choose what level that you want to use. Is it individual level? At individual level, you are talking about individual lifestyle factors. At community level, you are talking about the social and community networks. Okay, so you are talking about social. That's all the social determinants of health. That's what you are talking about at community level. Then at population level, we are talking about the general socioeconomic, cultural, and environmental health. So now I need to read this nice guidance so I'll be able to understand this thing very well. Nice guidance for behavioral change. So I need to type it. So that's how we get it. Nice guidance for behavioral change. Okay, 2007. So let me see whether I'll get it. Now, it says behavioral change, a population, community, at population, community, and individual level. So at population, community, and individual level. Let me see what I will see at individual level. So now I can see. So this is your lecturer now. Having read her PowerPoint, I can see that her PowerPoint is based on NICE guidelines. Now, can you see individual approaches? Individual approaches to changing behavior. So I'm going to leave the link in the PowerPoint. So that will tell me about the individual approaches. That's this one. So now the next one is population community approaches. Remember, I said that the Bible, it says that where is it now? He said that intervention can occur at 3 levels: individual level, right? Then you have the community level and you have population level. So now I need to get the one for community level. Okay. So this is how you read. So let's see whether I will see this one. General approaches. So your lecturer is using NICE guidelines. That is what I can say from here. So, okay, I've seen it. Behavior change at population, community, and okay. So that's it. It's trying to open. So that is how I read though. Is a research. You can see that it looks like I'm doing research now. Is that not? So if you don't do it, you're not gonna get anything from your lecture. So Uchenna,
So
before you sleep. So now that I've shown you what you are seeing how I'm doing it. Do you need to be afraid of who is teaching the lecture or just getting the material and reading?
no, I'm no longer afraid, but you just to know it and do it the way you're doing it.
Exactly. So that is it. So you have to do it and practice it. Practice it. You read the lecture in between the lines. So this article is not opening, but that's the article I want. I'm only seeing individual approaches. So take time to ask yourself, what is the aim of my PowerPoint? So I can see that this point is important. You have to define the level. So if in case your exam, they ask you to plan an intervention, remember that you need to define the level of intervention. That's the main message for your PowerPoint. What is the level of your intervention? Is it individual or community? Individual or community or population? So that's the important point for me. I'm reading this material, so I need to read that NICE guidelines to be able to what understand it, and then do that. Okay, so this is important for me. So leave all these pictures. These ones I don't. It's just trying to tell you that behavior, that there are many things that are under it. Why people behave, why they behave. Now, I'm seeing COMBI model. So that means I need to read around COMBI model. I don't know what it is. Just type in Google. COMBI model of social behavior. So just type it in Google, and then this PDF pops up. Okay, just copy it and then paste it. So you know what to read. COMBI model. Okay, so and how does it apply to your changing behavior? So I think that is it. So we have come to the end. Basically, now they even gave you an article to read here, the behavior change wheel. Okay. So that should also be part of my references. All right. Any questions? We're done. Please. Any questions? Sorry for taking your time. At least you have known how to read now. Is now referencing that is remaining. How do you put all these things in your so that's why you need to be jotting. As you're reading, you are jotting, you are spending time jotting and putting them in your references. So that is it. That is not how you will read all these things and you will not get it. So behavior change technique. So okay, so let me see what this one is. So you guys did all these small activities now in the class. Problem. But that's
Yes,
not my
we
end.
folded our hands.
Good. So that means that in your exam, they might ask you. They might ask you something like that. They might just paraphrase it. So that means before you change the behavior, you need to identify three things, right? What can a person do? That's the capability. Hmm? What are the opportunities around the person? That means the physical and social environment. And then what are the the motivations? That means what can help the person to do it. So these are the key messages of the COMBI model. Okay. All right. So they even gave you an article. So now, if I'm you, I'm going to read this article in full. Okay. Just to understand how they use the COMBI model in arriving at such things. Okay. So I think I've got a message from the. So all this one's now is just story. Then I'm using examples of nudge theory. So now I need to read nudge theory. What is nudge theory? Simple as that. Nudge theory. You type it out. It's even here. Just open it. Imperial College of London. Simple. So you go and read, just document it. These are the important things that you need to read. So now, when you are now writing your essay, you will now start fitting all these things where each one needs to be. Because if you didn't read it, you cannot write a good essay. If you don't read it, so when you read it and you don't understand it, then come back to me. I will now show you. I will now explain it very well. Okay. So
Right.
yeah, so that is how to read. How to read. Okay, I think we will stop here because we have overstayed. We are really overstayed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but thank you for
Yes, sir.
asking the behavioral theory because that will lead you to so many things. In fact, I think that is the LCM of what you guys have done before so far. So I'm going to send this document to you now. Okay, I'm going to send everything I've said here. I'm going to put it in the Microsoft Word. Have I shared my essays with you? No, not yet. Uchenna? Not yet.
Yes, we have not.
Okay. So I'm going to just send
Sir,
this.
please,
Yeah.
what are the likely research topics that someone can choose?
What? What did you say?
And so, what are the likely research topics someone can
The
choose?
likely research topic someone can choose is in your PowerPoint. You didn't see that? Oh, it's in your PowerPoint. Public health problems that you can choose. Choose anyone that you like. Let me show you. Just base your research topic on UK. For me, just base it on UK, so it will be easy. In terms of like getting materials and stuff like that. I want to show you. So if you go to contemporary issues in public health, this link here, before this principles of public health, if you open it, public health matters in the UK. So now there are different, so you can see a list of topics here, right? Okay, so now you can select a topic that you are conversant with. Here, you can see there are a lot of things here. So choose one of them, read around it, and then see if you can come up with a topic. So examples of a topic can be maybe facilitators and barriers, as in factors affecting access to a service. So example of, I'm just giving you an idea on what a research topic can look like. So you need to find out what, let's say, research ideas. Okay. So the link I dropped for you is this link here. Where is it? Public health matters. So if you want to get an idea of what and what's, so that you have an idea of, okay, how can I, what can I write on? You know. So now you use this link here, and then you see a list of things that you can write on. Okay. Now the next thing you need to do is there is a video that's, and I know I told you guys to watch my video and you have not watched it until now. So if you have watched my video, you'll be able to have an idea on how to get a topic, how to find a topic. So there's a video on research in your logging into your account. So try and watch that video. So you can look at risk factors of XYZ in a location that's like in XYZ. Okay, risk factors of a disease in a location that you like. Okay, then among a specific population. Okay, so you can look at something like this. So when I say specific population, I mean something like adults, children, let me give you an idea of what I mean by specific population. So the courses I gave you guys, if you open this one, you will see, you see this one, introduction to research. Please try and watch this video because I cannot explain again. So it's a 1 hour 53 minutes long video. You can see your proposal writing. If watch it before you do your first presentation. You stretch the point. I even gave you an example. So the question you asked me now, this one is part of the answer. So you watch it. You asked me about endnotes, right? Watch this one about concerning. So this one is about endnotes. Try and watch this video concerning your endnotes. Okay. So I was talking about a population, getting a specific population. What do I mean by population? Example of a population. Let me just show you. Docs.google.com. Let me show you what I mean by population. And then I will end the recording. Oh, yes. Man, this is hanging now. So Are you guys still there? Hello? Hello?
I'm hearing you,
Hello,
sir.
hello.
Oh, you guys are sleeping. Oh my. Okay.
I'm
So
hearing you, sir.
I'm done. I want to show you what a population is, an example of what it looks like, and then we'll close. I'll stop the recording. But I just want it to be inside the recording so that it will not be outside the recording. Just a minute. Okay. Abstain. Okay, so I'm going to paste inside example of a population and look at. So this is an example of population. Example of population. We have patients, carers, healthcare providers, policymakers, community. You have refugees, okay? Refugees, prisoners. Okay? You have adults, children, adolescents. All these are populations. So risk factors of a disease of a choice in a location among a specific population. Okay, it can be town or cities. Okay, it can be states or country. These are all populations. So that is an example of a topic. Okay, you can also look at facilitators, or you can look at asset. What do you call it now? Experience of XYZ, okay, among a specific population, okay, in a specific location. So that is an example of another. How do a group of people experience a particular thing in the location? All right. So how you get these research ideas? You need to do a lot of online research, online reading, so that you find out the topic that somebody have not done or many people have not done, and then you look at the review. Okay, so watch the video I've given you, and that should be it. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Right. Thank you, sir.
Good night,
Okay,
sir.
so we have spent how many hours now?
3 hours.
Is it
Roughly 3
is
hours.
it now?
3 hours. Yes, sir.
Three,
Started by
three.
9.
Okay, so
12 o'clock, sir. Oh.
yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Is it 4 hours now?
It's 12, sir. It's 11:59.
3 hours.
Okay, so but at least we have achieved something. So I'm going to send these documents to you guys on WhatsApp, the documents that we used for today's summary. So with that,
Alright.
you'll be able to, start up your reading. So you can see it's a whole hard work. It's a hard work. So it's not small work. So if you're not the best time for you to, do the reading. Okay, give yourself the hard work. Give yourself the hard work. So okay.
Hope you still send the video for us.
Yeah, I just